With the investigation developing at a fast pace, some families and friends will today be dealing with the tragic news that their loved ones are amongst the dead. In a press conference earlier, Greater Manchester Police confirmed that all 22 victims had now been identified and families spoken to. Worst fears confirmed. Despite the best efforts of an attending officer, the teenager died at the scene, leaving family, friends and loved ones heartbroken. Well, the tragic death of 14-year-old Milo follows two similar incidents in Leeds where boys have been seriously injured in falls at derelict buildings. Just last month in June, a 12-year-old was injured at a factory in Armley, and then before that, in May, a 13-year-old again seriously injured in a fall at a derelict building in Garforth. And ahead of the school holidays, it's led West Yorkshire Police to issue fresh warnings to children, their families and their teachers. One of the issues that arose during the election process and before that was accusations of anti-Semitism within the Labour Party. Now, you represent a large Jewish community in North Leeds. Yeah. How were you speaking to that electorate and what were they saying to you?
Well, a lot of them were very, very opposed to Jeremy Corbyn becoming Prime Minister, and a lot of Jewish community members who were natural Labour supporters or who had always voted Labour said they would either not vote or certainly vote for another party because of Jeremy Corbyn. And a new commission is calling for more research to be done to look into the positive effects that song can have in the care of people suffering from dementia. The Commission on Dementia and Music says singing to patients or loved ones can have a dramatic effect on how well a person with the disease interacts as it progresses. In just over 20 years' time, 2 million people are likely to have dementia in the UK, and the body wants the country to be the best in the world in how we treat and care for those affected. Dementia cafes like this one in Leeds are becoming more commonplace across the country, a time for sufferers, carers and families to meet, eat and socialise. It's also a good opportunity to play games in an attempt to jog memories and keep minds as active as they can be. But now a newly launched body is going a step further. The Cross-Party Dementia and Music Commission, led by experts and the charity Musicus Therapy, believe that song can have an impact on people who are living with varying degrees of dementia. It was about a week ago when we first got wind of Brexit impact figures. It appeared to be bad news then, with no outcome seemingly benefiting our different regions. Fast forward to last night, and according to estimates by government officials, the numbers are even more grim than first thought. The forecasts seen by MPs suggest, in an ironic twist, that the places that backed to leave would be the worst hit, particularly if a no-deal Brexit ended up being the result. Well, the Environment Agency say that they are investigating the level of blue and green algae here in the lake. They actually say that the levels found here are over the recommended threshold, but dog walkers are concerned. The ones I've spoken to today are keeping their pets firmly on a lead. They fear that if their dog strays too close to the water, they could become ill.